Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am super excited to make this video for y'all today. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Britta. I talk a lot about fitness and health and wellness and just lifestyle on this channel. So today's video is one that I am very passionate about, and it is how I cleared my acne naturally. So I'm gonna give you a few things that I did in order to clear that, as well as then what my current routine is and how I've been able to maintain the clear skin that I have. So I want to get close so you can see my skin now. Because it has been clear now since probably about 2016 when I started implementing some of these methods. So with that said, let's get into it. Also, if you enjoy this video, it would mean so much to me if you would like and subscribe to the channel. Just hit the bell notification so you never miss a video with me. And now we will get into my skincare routine. Okay, so the first thing that I did was I started with an elimination diet. So that for me meant going vegan. Vegan, gluten-free was what I did. Which I know a lot of people, I've told my friends this that want to clear their acne and they're like, that's crazy, blah, blah, blah. If you can do it for like 3 to 6 months, I promise it will make all the difference in the world. I know that that can be very daunting and like changing your whole diet and all these things. Like, if you're to the point where you're like, I am so tired of having this hormonal, like cystic, yucky acne all over, like I had it all over my like neck, my jaw, like all in here. I'd get it like on my cheeks, like my forehead. Like it was horrible. And I just got to the point that I was so tired of like fighting my skin day in and day out. And so if you are at that point, like then take some like drastic action, because after 3 to 6 months, I haven't had to go back to doing such dramatic things. So the first thing is, start with an elimination diet. A lot of times like dairy is a huge inflammatory substance to the body. Gluten can be super inflammatory depending on your body. Even meat and like meat hormones can have an effect on your hormones. So if you're not super balanced, like for me, when I did this back in 2016, I was only a few years into my eating disorder recovery and my hormones were still all over the place, I was still getting normalized. And so if your hormones aren't super even, then animal hormones can affect those hormones. For me, I cut out, obviously meat, dairy, gluten to try to eliminate that inflammation and allow my body to kind of normalize, almost like decompress. Because I feel like inflammation is almost like stress in certain organs or whatever in the body. And so it kind of felt like it was a decompression and just removing all barriers so that it could heal and then start to function how it was made to function, right? So that would be my first piece of advice, elimination diet. Second piece of advice, cut out all of the chemical products, the harsh products, etc. I feel like so often when you have acne, you're like, I want to pop this and like I want to get it out and like dry, like put as harsh as stuff as I can, dry it out, like whatever. And I feel like what that does is it just like irritates the skin more and causes it to just be more and more inflamed. Once again, we're about reducing inflammation. So for me, I cut out all of the harsh products. And what I did instead was I implemented just apple cider vinegar. I don't use straight apple cider vinegar. You don't want to burn your skin. I do half apple cider vinegar, half water, and I do use purified water that has, it's like, we don't want all the chlorine and all the things that you find in our water now. You want it to be as pure as possible, especially if you're going to be using that on your face. So that's what I do. And then if I need additional moisture, I use the Tatcha water cream. It is non-toxic and it's very light, very hypoallergenic. So it's not, for the most part, it should not annoy people's skin. which is great. That's kind of what I moved to when I got rid of all of the products. Sorry. My dog has decided that it is playtime. So I apologize for all the bones rattling and the growling, and I'm sure the running around. And the third thing that I did was implement a good, consistent routine of supplements. So I take things like ashwagandha to try to help reduce my stress. Just a lot of things that are just gonna help with the inflammation in my body. So anything that's gonna help, reduce that inflammation is gonna help your skin overall. So meditation, I try to do yoga and go to the sauna, things that are kind of relaxing, cleansing to the body, doing Epsom salt baths, etc. But I find that for me, introducing those vitamins and kind of cleaning out my body as a whole was the way that I was able to kind of push to the next step and get the skin that I have today. I think a lot of times we want an easy fix or an easy solution, and unfortunately, nothing is always that easy, especially when a lot of skin things generally are gonna stem from what's within, right? What comes out is a reflection of what's in. If someone starts talking bad about somebody, generally that's because they feel bad about themselves, or if they're bullying somebody, right? It's because it's a reflection of themselves. And I feel like skin and issues like that are no different, right? What's happening internally, what's happening in your gut, things like that are going to be reflected in what you see. So those are my key takeaways. And yeah, my where I'm at today is I still have stuck to the apple cider vinegar method. I will say that it does take a little bit of time to normalize, especially I did all of these things at once, right? I cut out all the foods, I cut out all the harsh chemicals, started taking vitamins, etc. So for me, there was this detox phase where I almost felt like my skin was worse for probably 2 or 3 weeks. And it was just my body getting rid of all of that yuck, so that it could then right size, normalize, calm down, and then we could move forward. So I use the apple cider vinegar and the Tatcha water cream when I need it. So I really only use the water cream during dry times of year. I find that with the apple cider vinegar, it balances the pH of my skin, which is really great, because then I don't, if your pH is balanced, your skin's not too dry, it's not, it's not too oily, whatever. So yeah, I have found that to be super helpful for me. But yeah, I hope that this helps. If you do have any questions, please comment down below. I am happy to answer any questions about this. I know that skin is one of those touchy subjects because everyone is a little bit different. This is just my personal experience. This is what worked for me. And so hopefully by me sharing this experience, it might be able to help somebody. But yes, please comment below if you have any questions. And if you like this video, like and subscribe to my channel so that you never miss a video with me. But otherwise, I will see you guys next time.